Welcome to the WNUF Halloween Special. It's 7 p.m. October 31st on Channel 28. You will see local television personality Frank Stewart as he leads a group of paranormal investigators, including Catholic exorcist Father Joseph Matheson and the prolific husband and wife team of Lewis and Claire Berger. Together, the experts explore the darkest corners of the supposedly haunted Weber house, trying to prove the existence of the demonic entities within. Also having a live call-in seance at 747 WNUF. Oh yeah. Welcome to Body Bags. I'm your Thursday reviewer, Chris, from Chrisb Movies. You know my name is Chris. And you know, I love B movies. And this is a film from Camp Motion Pictures. Now, with Camp Motion Pictures, you get a couple things. Very low-budget films, and yet highly entertaining films as well, as in the WNUF Halloween Special. And this is movie form. It's about an hour and a half, and it's set up like a regular television broadcast, like a news broadcast. And it has a news broadcast before it actually shows you the big Halloween special. As I've said before, the local television personality Frank Stewart, the Catholic priest, and he has the Stewarts, who are your paranormal investigators, like the Warrens, basically, from the Conjuring films. And basically they're going to find out if this place really has demonic paranormal entities. And bring it onto live TV, so, they get a lot of views. A lot of people will watch this stuff. But they're just all a ragtag group. The paranormal investigators, a husband and wife team, who are very, really into themselves, very sarcastic. At one point, Frank Stewart asks Lewis, he's like, "Can I call you Lewis?" He's like, "No, you can call me Doctor." So he has a sarcasm, but Frank Stewart is a very sarcastic newscaster. Before they actually go into the house, he's asking people that have lined up to watch this thing unfold questions, and he gives them really sarcastic answers, like he's a real jerk. And once they start getting into the house and get into the scheme of things, he's a real jerk to the priest, who ends up not really being a priest, but that's a spoiler in case you've never seen this before. That's a little spoiler right there. And the Burgers are very sarcastic. They're confident, and they think they're going to unleash some powers, but bad things happen within the course of the film, and you find a lot out about each personality who enters the Weber house. Now, the Weber house basically was inhabited by an Asian family, where the son was a high school kid, and he was really into paranormal stuff. Like, he would play constantly with the Ouija board, and at some point he unleashed demons who kind of possessed his soul, and he basically took an axe and killed his mother and father. And then he contacted the police, and when the police showed up, he was in the front, kind of cowering and holding his head, saying, "No, why do they do this? No." And so he got locked up and taken to an insane asylum, basically, and it was never heard from and seen from again. So now, thus, they wanted to go in. At one point, they wanted to go into the basement where apparently the murders took place, but spoiler alert, they never really got to the basement. A fun film, and set up like an actual broadcast. So, like, it's an hour and a half film, but it's set up like an actual broadcast, including like a news report right before they have that big special with commercials that some look very realistic, but others are just totally comical. Like the Phil Carpet Store guy. He says, "We have the cheapest carpets in the world." Now, this is October, by the way, and he's like, "The cheapest in the world." And you look in the back, and there's just a few carpets just rolled up in the back, and it looks like a real mess in the back, and it's totally hilarious. And then he says, "And your first payment will be next spring." Absolutely hysterical. There's commercials for like a heavy metal rock CD. If you don't like going to zoo, You get the zoo on VHS tapes. Are you sick of going to the zoo and seeing animals sleep around all day? Well, get the zoo on VHS. Absolutely hysterical commercials. Now, of note, this kind of looked like somebody recorded this event on a VCR tape because they were fast forwarding through a lot of the commercials that we saw before. There was before the Halloween special itself took place, there was like a newscast of a dentist who would hand candy out to the kids. Absolutely hysterical. And the dentist was totally obnoxious. Fun film, an actual set like a broadcast of the news and of this big Halloween special with the news reporter. But again, bad things happen within the course of the film, but I don't want to ruin it all for you because I want you guys to have this experience for yourself. And sorry about the lighting, guys. This is the only room I can do this in today, so I have other stuff going on in other rooms, but the lighting will be controlled next time, guys. But definitely check out WNUF Halloween Special. They don't have a Blu-ray for this. It's just a regular DVD. One of the commercials actually paid homage to Eric Stanze and the Plonia Brothers, so I thought that was pretty, and Todd Sheets too, which I thought was pretty cool too. If you've seen this, you know what I'm talking about, but if you haven't seen this before, it's just fun to check out. But anyway, I would highly recommend this one. And of course, this is for the TV show Theme Week. I did something a little different here. So again, WNUF Halloween Special. I'm going to give this a really great ranking because I enjoyed this from beginning to end. I thought it was fantastic, and I love the concept of this. Utterly fantastic. I also like the menu screen where a kid pops out a VCR and he writes WNUF Halloween Special on it. Kind of like we used to do back in the day. You know, we'd get those 8-hour videotapes and 9-hour, and we would just tape everything and just keep them in our collection. Those were just some fun times. And this is a really cool retro type film. Here's the back. And like I say, I only have it on DVD, but it's so worth it. It's a lot of fun. It has a decent amount of blood in it as well. But just fun film, and the concept is utterly fantastic. I really enjoyed this, and I would definitely watch this one, actually, again. So I'm going to put this one on the cheeseometer, because it is Camp Motion Pictures, guys. And you're going to get the cheese with Camp Motion Pictures, but great cheese. I give this a 9.5. I highly recommend WNUF Halloween Special. It is utterly fantastic. It has great humor, great scenes of gore and blood, and the commercials are absolutely hysterical. Oh my god, great. You'll have a good time watching the WNUF Halloween Special. So pick it up from Camp Motion Pictures, or maybe even Amazon might have a copy of it as well. And thank you guys for watching. Another great theme week. Great idea for a theme week, guys. All the other guys are doing fantastic stuff, so check out their stuff for theme week. And of course, any other week, man. And don't forget to tune in next week to Chrisb Movies, because right here on Body Bags, because you never know what I'm going to bring to the table or what I'm going to bring next. So check it out next week. Check out all the other reviewers, like I said before. But don't forget to watch those late-night horror movies. Read up on your latest Fright Mags. Don't forget to tune in to another episode of the show we call Body Bags. And on October 1st, Halloween night, you might want to get a copy of this from Camp Motion Pictures, the WNUF Halloween Special, because it's a perfect watch on Halloween night. You can even sync it up at 7 o'clock with the Halloween Special, baby. This is great viewing for Halloween, so definitely check it out, and definitely on Halloween night. Later, guys, and I'll see you next week.